firstly, I'd just like to say I know that everyone who's come here today is very passionate about wine, because Cabernet Franc is not the natural varietal for a lot of the UK wine trade to veer towards. But it's, in my opinion, it's the most interesting and it's the most exciting grape variety, red grape variety anyway, that's out there. So for those of you who've come, clearly you understand that or want to learn a bit more about Cabernet Franc and the Loire. And the Loire is such a very important part for Cabernet Franc, a region for Cabernet Franc. They believe that the variety was first planted here in 1100, so it's been made here for 900 years. It's a huge heritage, tradition. It's just a point of note, Cabernet Franc is the father of Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't know if anyone here has heard of Bordeaux. It's a small region. They make a lot of Cabernet Sauvignon, very expensive Cabernet Sauvignon. Well, its father is Cabernet Franc. So it got its genes from a noble variety of Cabernet Franc. Anyway, just very quickly, I started 2005 with Into Loire. We really had vision, and Sopexa as well, I might have vision to bring a new old winemaker into the frame to try and inspire producers in the region to just take a fresh look at the market and also the way in which they make the wine for the market. I went out there and tasted many different Cabernet Francs and found a lot of the producers were over-extracting. There are, of course, great producers that were making balanced wines, and there always has been. But what I've found, generally speaking, producers didn't have guidance. And so we created protocols, encouraged them, primarily brought them together to talk to themselves. There's great producers out there, young producers, who just want to learn and soak up information. So that was the catalyst, really. And over the years, we've seen basic trends, winemakers extracting less, winemakers perhaps using a little bit more sulfur dioxide, maybe manipulating the wines less, still making the wines very, very naturally, as it always has been the case, but perhaps a more scientific approach at the same time. To make better wines, generally speaking, I think we've had some amazing vintages in the last 10 years. One of the criticisms in the past was that Loire Valley was very inconsistent, because climate was, one vintage would be good, the next would be poor. Well, as we've seen since 2000, that's not the case. I mean, a great consistency. We've had great vintage of 2000, 2001 was very good, 03 was fantastic, 04 was a very good vintage, 05, 06 to a lesser extent, but still very good, 08 and 09, two of the greatest vintages I think I've tasted from the Loire. So most of the wines we've had here today are 08 and 09, some 05s. Some very special wines that have come out of a process, a selection process with we think top judges, a couple of retailers, a couple of journalists. We've incorporated in the process to select some great wines from all of the producers taking part in this project. And well, I hope you like the result of that judging process. Thank you very much to Sopexa and Into Loire for hosting this. I know the food is exceptional. We've selected some wines. We had spent a lot of time choosing the wines for this event, and we wanted to try and prove to you that it's not just red meat that counts with red wine. We've got poultry. We've got some really interesting sauces, seasoning that we think accompany the wines really well. So thank you for coming out on this cold Monday night, and we very much hope you enjoy the event. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.